So it's winter time. It's cold out, and you want to get out of the house, but you're not really sure what to do. Let me give you an idea that you can use to get out of the house and have a little bit of fun in the process. My name is Michael Green. Today, I'm going to tell you about ice fishing. I'm going to let you know what ice fishing is, some of the equipment you need to use for ice fishing, and some ice fishing techniques. So what exactly is ice fishing? According to dictionary.com, ice fishing is the act or practice of going out on ice, cutting a hole, and fishing through it. And that's pretty much just it. You go out on the ice, cut a hole, and you fish through it. On fishingtipsdepot.com, they say that you can fish on a pond, a lake, or a river. I have personally fished on all three of these, although I would have to say fishing on a river is a little scary. Since I've let you know what ice fishing is, now let's go over some of the equipment that you will need to go ice fishing. If you want to stay warm while out on the lake ice fishing, you could use a shanty, according to the article written by Stephanie Watson on HowStuffWorks.com. An ice shanty is a small, lightweight shelter made of wood or plastic. You can buy all types and sizes of these, or if you want and you have the skill to do so, you can make your own. I have made a few in the past, and it's not all that hard. Now, what to wear? It'll be cold outside, so you'll want to wear something warm. Written in an article on TakeMeFishing.org, they state you'll need layered clothing, insulated boots, a warm hat, a scarf, and some gloves. Now, I personally would suggest that you use waterproof insulated boots and waterproof gloves. Now that you're dressed appropriately, what are you going to use to cut the hole in the ice? The only thing that you can use is an ice auger. This is a screw-like device that cuts into the ice, which can be referenced on Stephanie Watson's article, How Ice Fishing Works. You can also use an ice spud, which is a spear-like device that you use to chip away at the ice and make a hole. Now, after you're done with making the hole, you're going to want to use some kind of a scoop to clear out all the slush out of the hole so that it's clear. Now that you have the hole cut nice, you'll need something to use for fishing. You'll need an ice fishing pole. An ice fishing pole is much shorter than a regular fishing pole. If you reference TakeMeFishing.org's article on ice fishing gear, it states that a modern day ice fishing pole is between 24 and 36 inches. You also need some kind of lure or bait. For bait, you can use small fish like minnows, chubs, shiners, or you can even use waxworms, grubs. Use meat, such as raw fish, or even beef. You can also use artificial lures such as spoons, jig heads, and rubber worms. So now you're on the ice with the appropriate clothes, a hole in the ice, something to fish with. Now let's talk about something that you need to know, techniques. First you'll need to know the depth of the fish that you're targeting. The best way to do this is to know the lake, or talk to some of the guys on the ice, or even go to the local bait shop and find out about what depth the fish that you're targeting are. Fish do not expend much energy during the wintertime, so you need to slow down your movement or jigging of baits. They will usually not go after a fast bait because they don't want to expend all their energy. You can also use a bobber. Now when using a bobber, you want to allow the fish to take the bait. They are not as aggressive in the winter as they are in the summer, so give them the chance to take the bait, and I would suggest letting that bobber go all the way down to the bottom of the ice before you set the hook. So now you have everything you need to get started with ice fishing. So I've told you about what ice fishing is, what equipment you will need, and some ice fishing techniques. With everything that I've shared with you, you should be able to go out and catch a mess of fish. Have fun.